Hey, this is Joy here from Charlotte Reflexology, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what the title says. Most ancient Asian practices, or whatever it is, are fake. That's just the truth of the matter. And when you're studying these things and you find out a lot of the stuff that you are studying is not real, it can be kind of discouraging sometimes. But you if you're really passionate about doing it, you'll keep going until you find, what you need and what you want to use and what you want people to understand about all of this healing, all of these Asian practices that promote healing. I had a situation. There's actually two phenomena that I want to talk about. And one is when you are studying with people and they, one, claim that they are the Grand Master of whatever, and they are from this particular lineage that's so old you can't find any of the records. That's generally not going to be true. Most people out there give themselves their own titles, and they make up a lineage just so that they can look official, they can look legit. And to me, it's really unnecessary to do all that. I mean, if you are not Asian and you have something that works, that's enough. The proof is in what is working, not necessarily what your title is or what lineage you came from. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even make a difference. And the other thing I've also noticed is that when people write books, they come up with fake Asian names to make themselves seem Asian. And in my particular instance, I bought a book that I was really excited about because I've been studying a lot of sexual practices that help make you feel better, boost hormones, boost energy, and increase your quality of life. And there are some books out there that I thought were written by an Asian person. And come to find out, that person was not Asian, but they used an Asian pen name. And when you read the book, you could tell from the words that were chosen that this person was not Asian, because Asian people don't say those particular words. That person was European or American of European descent. So after I realized that that person was not Asian, it came to the conclusion that he lied. And I couldn't read the rest of the book because I wasn't sure if the stuff that he wrote was real or not. So I had to let that go. That was very discouraging. The other phenomenon I want to talk about is practices that people say that are Asian that probably are not. And in my particular case, I believe that this applies to the practice of using the jade egg. A lot of people say that the jade egg was used by queens and royalty in the imperial court, and it was the secret. Well, here's the thing about ancient Chinese culture. They were very good at documenting everything that they did. And the fact that nobody can come up with any documents that support the use of jade eggs in China is suspect. You could, if you wanted to, you could find that. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. If anybody out there can find any documentation of jade eggs being used in ancient China in the imperial court by royalty, whatever, please let me know. I'm perfectly fine with being wrong with that. But so far, nobody has any documentation of it. Now, do I think jade eggs are beneficial? Absolutely. They work. I just don't think that they should be called an ancient Asian practice. I mean, I think people say that because jade is a very revered stone in Asia, and the first eggs that came out were made out of jade. But I don't believe that any of the practice was actually an ancient Chinese or ancient Asian practice. But they work. So, using them is great. We just can't call it an Asian practice if it's not, just because these things have occurred doesn't mean that, one, you shouldn't do them, and two, that you shouldn't stop looking for things that work. If they're not Asian, just don't call it that. There's nothing wrong with saying this came from something else, and it's fine. Just trying to fabricate something that's fake just for the sales is, that's deceptive, and it's wrong. And that's very, it's depressing to think that people will go so far to get your money by coming up with a fake persona or any fake product. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. So I'm not Asian, but I participate. I like to call myself a participant in Asian culture and Asian studies. And for me to try to make me seem like I am Asian is just wrong. And it's not necessary. If you believe in what you're doing and you like what you're doing and it works, it doesn't matter if you're Asian or not, what color or culture you come from. It just matters that you do it, and you do it consistently, and you believe in what you do.